One day, a crow began to cry while perched on a tree branch. One of its tears fell onto the cheek of a monk who was sitting at the foot of the tree. The monk looked up and saw the crow weeping, so he asked, "What's wrong, my friend? Why are you crying?" The crow replied, "I'm so sad. Nobody loves me. People reject me with disdain. No one feeds me, and everyone seems to hate me. Sometimes I think that death would be better than this life." Hearing the crow's words, the monk's heart filled with compassion, and he said, "My friend, we must learn to be happy regardless of our circumstances." Yet the crow couldn't grasp the monk's wisdom and continued crying. Then the monk said, "Don't be sad, my friend. Tell me, who would you like to be? I can transform you into anything you desire with my mantra." The crow brightened up and said, "Bless you. If you please, turn me into a swan." "Very well, I will make you a swan," replied the monk. "But first, go and ask a swan if he is happy with his life. Find out the truth, and then return here. I'll be waiting for you." The crow flew off happily in search of a swan. Not far away, a beautiful swan was gracefully swimming in a pond. The crow approached him and said, "You are so beautiful. As white as milk, you must be loved by everyone. You must be the happiest bird in the world." With a heavy heart, the swan replied, "No, my friend, I'm not happy. There are so many beautiful colors in the world, and I'm just plain white." The crow then thought, "If only I could find a bird with many colors, then surely that bird would be happy." So he set off to find a parrot. After a short while, the crow found a parrot and said, "You are so colorful and lovely. You must be the happiest bird in the world." But the parrot, with a saddened heart, answered, "No, my friend, I'm not happy. You see, people keep parrots in cages, and I live in constant fear of being caught and locked up." "Perhaps the peacock," said the crow. "The peacock is even more colorful than you. He must be the happiest of all." Listening to the parrot, the crow flew off in search of a peacock. After a long search, he finally found one in a zoo cage. There, a large crowd had gathered to admire the peacock. Once the crowd dispersed, the crow approached him and said, "Dear peacock, you are so beautiful that thousands of people come to see you every day. Yet, when they see me, they shoo me away immediately. I believe that you must be the happiest bird in the world." The peacock responded sadly, "I once thought I was the most beautiful and happiest bird, but because of my beauty, I'm trapped in this cage. When people tear off my vibrant feathers to make decorative items, it causes me deep pain." With a heavy sigh, he added, "I am not happy, my friend." The crow, surprised, asked, "If you're not happy, then who do you think is the happiest bird in the world?" The peacock replied, "I've carefully observed all the birds in this zoo, and I've realized that you, the crow, are the only one not in a cage. People never try to catch or confine you. If I were a crow, I would be free to fly wherever I wanted. In my eyes, you are the happiest bird in the world." Hearing the peacock's words, the crow flew back, and for the first time in his life, he felt happy just being himself. Returning to the monk at the foot of the tree, he said, "Dear monk, I don't want to be anyone else. I'm perfectly fine as I am." Smiling, the monk replied, "When we truly reflect on our lives, we realize that our biggest problem is constantly comparing ourselves to others. Every time we do, we find someone who seems to have more or appear happier. Instead, we should learn to appreciate what we already have, focusing on our blessings rather than what we lack. Gratitude for what we possess is a powerful tool for finding true happiness." Real joy comes from appreciating who we are and what we have. Each one of us is unique and valuable. Once we understand this, we become the happiest people in the world. So, smile and let your spirit soar, my friend. Did you enjoy this lesson? If it helped you, give it a like, subscribe, and share this video. That way, you won't miss our next updates. At The Strength Within, we discover that true strength lies inside you. See you in the next video.